Hello guys, we're going to be going over how to add fractions today. So there are two types of fractions that you can be adding. You can adding fractions when their denominator, which is the bottom part, is the same, or when their denominator is different. So in order to add them, we need them to be the same. So sometimes we get lucky and we have questions where they're the exact same, and sometimes we have to change it up. So over here, if two of them have the same denominator, we can just go ahead and add it straight across. So 2 plus 1 would make 3, and then our denominator would be the same, that 5 right there. So it'd be that, pretty much just add straight across. Now, we have it where it has a different denominator. We need to find a common denominator. So we can either go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and this one would be 5, 10, 15. So 15 is where we find it, and 15 right there. So we need to get to 15. So to get to 15 from these two, we need to multiply it by 5. So it'd be over 2 or 3 times 5 over 5. And then for this one, we would need to multiply both of them by 3. So it'd be 2 over 5. Let's do this first. That'd be 10, 5, that'd be 15. And then the other one would be 2 over 5 times 3 over 3. That would be 6 over 15. And then we could just write this out at that point. So 10 over 15 plus 6 over 15. There we go. So we're back to this one right here. At this point, we could just go ahead and add straight across. That gets us 16 over 15. But we can't leave it like that. It's an improper fraction. So we need to go ahead and reduce that down and fix it up. And we get 1 over 15. 15 times 1 is 15. Plus 1 gets us 16. So that would be it. That answer for that one. So it just depends on the type of problem you get. If we get lucky, they'll be the same denominator. And if we don't get lucky, we need to go ahead and transfer that. So one thing we can do is we can multiply 3 times 5. That gets us 15. And that's how we can find this. But in some cases, we may not have to do this. It just depends on the number. I'm going to go ahead and go to subtraction now. It's the exact same thing. If it has the same common denominator, we can go ahead and just work straight across. So 5 minus 3 is 2. And then we have our 6. So for this one, we can either see if we multiply 8 times 4 is 32, but there could be a number that's smaller than that we can use to make it our common denominator. So we got over here 8, and we have 16, and then we have 24. We got over here 4, 8, oh, got an 8 right there. That means that all this, we can multiply that by 2. So over 4, and then 2 over 2, and that equals 2 over 8. 2 over 8. There we go. So now we have 5 over 8 minus 2 over 8, and that equals 3 over 8. So this would be our answer for this one right here. So rather than if we kept on going on and on, we would have kept on going. We would have got to 12, and then we would have got to 16. So we could have used that, but this is the least common denominator. So this is the easiest one to work with. It's better to work with small numbers, just so you won't have to multiply it by a lot. And on the next page, there should be a reference sheet on how to do this as well.